What's up, guys, and welcome to 2018's first Tuesday Night Talk. I'm really excited about this one, as usual, but more so, I hope that you guys had a great holiday season, and I hope that this next year brings you all the prosperity, joy, love, happiness that you very well deserve. We still have some Christmas decorations up. Sarah's kind of takes a while to take those down, but as you know, every Tuesday I do a live Facebook feed to talk about anything that has to do with digital marketing. I'd like to share kind of what we're learning along the way and the newest in digital and social media marketing. In addition to that, I'd love to answer any of your questions live. I apologize, it's been a long day, so I'm a little out of it. But answer any of your questions live. If you have any questions about social or digital marketing, feel free to comment below and we'll be sure to answer those. But today I wanted to talk about a couple different things, change it up a little bit and not just talk about the digital marketing thing. I wanted to talk about the 3 things to remember while marketing in 2018. I also wanted to talk about the fact that you don't need a social media cleanse. This is a trending thing that's been going on. Yes, I am reading notes off my hand, by the way. And then thirdly, a book that I think that everybody should try and pick up this year and start reading. It's a super easy read. But first, let's get into it with the 3 things to remember when marketing in 2018. There's a lot of different theories that go around, but I think that there's 3 things that you can kind of hold true regardless of how you're marketing, whether it's digital, traditional TV, anything like that. And the first thing that I would say that is very important is to always be consistent. I think this is episode like 54 of Tuesday Night Talks. Obviously, we've switched from doing it in the afternoon and at night just to kind of go with the schedule of what's going on with, with my company. But the whole thing is this: is you want to be able to give your audience and your potential customers something to expect from you. So you want to be consistent and stick to a schedule. The more that they can expect that, the more that they'll be coming back. So make sure that you are very consistent. Now, the second thing that you want to remember when marketing is to always record and analyze your metrics. So it's not enough just to be pushing out content. You always have to see how all of this stuff is performing. You have to see how well your articles are performing. You can test different headlines. You can see how many people are opening up your emails, how many people are viewing your talks, how many times things are being shared. And the more data that you can, or the more that you can actually measure all of these metrics, the better that you'll be able to position your content and change it as you kind of continue to create content for your audience. Now, the third thing that I think that you should be keeping in mind when marketing in 2018 is collecting data. It's so easy to do that with Facebook, Google, email lists, landing pages, things like that. A very basic way to collect data is just through landing pages and collecting emails or collecting phone numbers. But additionally, you can use the Facebook pixel or Google Analytics or Google AdWords also has a type of pixel as well, where you can also track the type of people that are visiting your website and visiting your different pages and creating lookalike audiences and really gathering information on the type of people that are attracted to the type of content that you've been putting out. So gathering data is obviously really important, and that's what in my opinion, that's the number one most important thing, because you're able to then remarket to those people that have checked out your stuff, and of course learn from what you're doing. So those are the 3 things that you should be checking out in 2018. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about today was this whole thing about social media cleanses. And I did one, to be honest. Obviously, running the digital marketing agency, my face is buried in my phone most hours out of the day. But I don't necessarily think that a digital cleanse is what's needed. What's really needed is probably just balance. And there's a couple different ways that you can achieve balance when it comes to social media. And one of them is when you wake up in the morning, don't flip on Facebook or Instagram and start down that rabbit hole. One of the things that I got for my birthday was actually an Amazon Echo, which has the Alexa thing. Then I can set my alarm through that. I can also check the news through that and set my calendar, everything else through that Amazon Echo. And what's been really nice is now, first thing in the morning, I don't have to reach for my phone to actually turn off the alarm. I can just say Echo, turn off the alarm, right? And it does that. So that's been one hack that's definitely helps me helps me be way more productive first thing in the morning. The other thing I do is I just don't have my phone on me when I go to lunch or go to dinner with a friend or business or for business or anything like that. For one, it's rude to be on your phone the whole time, but for two, it really allows you to engage in the conversation that you're having. So those are two things that I think that would really help with balancing your social media life and your real life, and hopefully eliminate the need for a social media cleanse. Now, the third thing that I started doing is first thing in the morning, instead of checking out Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, or whatever the hell else I have going on my phone, I actually started picking up a book again, which is a lot nicer. Not an audiobook, because I'm actually addicted to audiobooks because I can never really sit down. But that first 15 to 30 minutes that I would typically be on my phone browsing social media on, I've actually started picking up a book. So that's the third hack. Now, the book that I picked up, which is the third thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, is Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss. And there's a reason why I really love this book. Well, one, Tim Ferriss is a beast. If you've listened to his podcast or anything like that, you'll probably agree with me. For those of you that don't know, he's a serial entrepreneur, angel investor, tries a bunch of crazy experiments on his mind and body to really discover peak performance. Now, in this book, he asks dozens of people, if not hundreds of people, the same 11 questions. He asks people like Steve Aoki, Jocko Willink, Daniel Negreanu, who's a professional poker player, obviously something that that is really that holds a big part of my heart. Even Tim McGraw, or who are some other people in here too. Matt Ridley, Neil Strauss, Ben Stiller, like these major people that he asked them the same 11 questions, and they give very different answers. Some of the questions, for example, are: what are one of the 3 books that have greatly influenced your life? What is an unusual habit or absurd thing that you love? And when you feel overwhelmed or unfocused, what do you do? Now, not the content in this book is obviously amazing, but how the book is formatted is really why I love it. And the reason being is because these chapters or these interviews are really just a maximum of 5 to 7 pages long, and it works more like an index than a story from front to back. And for me, it's hard for me to get through a book from front to back because, you know, there's just kind of, I don't know, 200, 300, 400 pages of getting through something. I don't really have a lot of time for that. But now picking this up, I never feel like I'm stopping in the middle of something. I kind of stop a story every time that I pick it up, which is great. So I feel a sense of accomplishment first thing in the day. But this book is great. If you need the link, you can find it on Amazon, obviously. But if you need the link, just let me know. I have an extra copy, so if you want one, DM me. I think that you'd like it. Purchase for my February read. Great. See, that's what I'm saying. I think you'll really like it, Brittany. I also started Tools of Titans as well. It's a very similar format. But yeah, so those are the. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. If you've never checked in before, every Tuesday afternoon or night, I'll be better about announcing it. We do a live Facebook feed to talk about anything digital or social media marketing. If you have any other questions about social or digital marketing, please feel free to comment below or DM me. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me as well at mikhail@bluelight.media. Until then, I hope you guys had a great new year. I'm excited to see what 2018 brings all of you, and I'm excited to share more things with you in the future. You guys have a great night. Thanks.